Now, I want to go now to Atlanta, which has quickly devolved into complete chaos. Riots have broken out tonight, including outside CNN's headquarters, which was just breached by a protester. Fox's Jonathan Siri just got on the scene live in Atlanta and has the latest developments. We've been watching this for a couple of hours now. Jonathan, what do you know?
Yeah, I'm several blocks away from where all the mayhem is unfolding. This is something I've never seen in Atlanta. I've lived in this town on and off since the early 1980s. This is a city that prides itself on its civil rights legacy. After the assassination of Dr. Martin Luther King, it was one of the few large cities that, instead of having riots, had a peaceful demonstration, black people, white people locking arms and marching in solidarity. When incendiary things happen, that people protest, the police here generally they have a tradition of giving the protesters some space, allowing a certain degree of civil disobedience. Then when it gets to be a little too much, they express what the limits are, and the protesters get back in line and go where they're supposed to be. Clearly, that did not happen today. This is something I have never seen in Atlanta. Mayor Keisha Lance Bottoms is trying to appeal to that peaceful Atlanta tradition, that tradition of peaceful protest, calling on these demonstrators to stop doing damage, to stop vandalizing, because this is just not what we do in Atlanta. Appealing to that. She assembled a gathering of religious leaders, civil rights leaders, rap artists, members of the hip-hop community, to appeal to the protesters to be peaceful, to get their point across in more effective ways than doing this violence. But how you get your point across by attacking CNN, by attacking a journalistic organization, I don't know what the strategy is. By tearing up your own city, I don't know what the strategy is, or if there was no strategy. A lot of people trying to figure out, why now? Why is Atlanta erupting this way like it has not in the past? Well, you did have that high-profile case down in South Georgia, a black man fatally shot and killed. Initially, the men involved were not charged until the tape of that went public, and then you have this situation in Minneapolis, and then add that to COVID-19. People cooped up in their houses wanting to get out. Perhaps it was a perfect storm. Talking about the civil rights legacy, one of those civil rights leaders, longtime civil rights leaders, is Andrew Young, former Atlanta mayor, former ambassador to the United Nations. He tweeted this evening, "Tonight and tomorrow night, we have to round up the reasonable young people who are part of that group and let them know that they have made their point and now they hurt their cause." Back to you.
Thank you so much.